Hey guys, in this video I am going to show you how to create this full glitter hybrid nail using Femme Fatale nail putty and Young Nails Synergy gels. We have prepped these nails the same as we would for any kind of extension, and we are then coming in with our Femme Fatale's first base coat. We're going to cure this for 30 seconds and then we are going to start forming this nail. We're going to remove the backing paper, we're going to pop that tab out of the back and we are going to place it on the underneath of this form. We're then going to give it a quick roll between our fingers and make sure we have a nice C-curve in there, and we're going to pinch the two tabs at the bottom to keep them secured. We're going to fit this form to the nail. We are going to place our two little cuts where that natural nail meets that form, and then we are going to make sure it is nice and tight and nice and secured onto that finger, and we're going to shape it into a nice point and into a nice stiletto shape. Once we are happy with the shape of our form and everything is nice and secure, we're going to come in with our clear intentions. We're going to slice off a little bead here and we are going to roll it right onto that free edge where that natural nail meets that form. We're going to take our little dish with our isopropyl alcohol and our Femme Fatale brush, and then we are going to start working this product into our nice clear platform. We're going to make sure everything is nice and flush onto that natural nail, and then we're going to start pulling that product down to create the stiletto shape that we are aiming for. We do have to remember that when working with this product, our isopropyl alcohol is purely just there to stop our brush from sticking to our product, and any time that you dip your brush in your isopropyl alcohol, you do need to dab it off on your tissue as well. So we're just making this nail into a nice point. We're going to make sure the sides are nice and straight, and then when we're happy with the shape of our extension, we are going to pop this into our lamp and we are going to cure it for 30 seconds. When this nail comes out of the lamp, we are going to give it a quick pinch while it is still warm. We're going to pinch down the free edge of this nail with our fingers and make sure we have that nice tight C-curve for our extension to be built on. We're then going to come back in with a little bit of clear intentions and we're going to finish building the base of this nail. So we are going to just take a very small bead, we're going to slice that off and we're going to roll that onto the natural nail that we have here. And so we're going to just use our brush to work that product back, to pattern press it, and we're just creating a very thin base for the rest of this nail. We want to make sure that we keep everything nice and thin and nice and flush around those cuticles. This is purely our base for this nail. This is where we are going to be able to file back to when we come to a redesign. And then once we're happy with our thin base, we are going to pop this into our lamp and we are going to cure it for 30 seconds. Once we are happy with our nail putty base and everything is cured, we are not going to remove any inhibition layer. We are going to carry straight on top of this nail. We are going to take some Young Nails Build Gel and we're using our Harmony No. 6 oval gel brush, and we are just going to paint a very nice thin layer across the whole of this nail. And then when we have done that, before we cure this, we're going to take our mermaid sequins from Glitterati Nails. We're just going to use our clean gel brush and we are going to start dabbing these little sequins into the free edge of this nail. When this nail is finished, we are going to have a slightly glassy effect, but we are not going for that completely clear effect. So we do want to put the iridescent pieces that we are using into the free edge of this nail. And then when you are happy with the placement of these, we are going to pop these into our lamp and we are going to cure these for 30 seconds as well. once our sequins are cured into place, we're going to come in with another layer of build. We're just going to place it really thin on that natural nail, and then we are going to take a little bit of extra gel and we're just going to fill in any of those gaps that we might have where those sequins have not sat completely flush. Now again, while this gel is still wet, we're going to start adding our next layers of glitter. We have these glitters here from All That Sparkles. We've got Amy and Leah, which are the pink and the purple, and then we do have an iridescent pink, which is Millie. So we're going to start putting our solid colours onto this natural nail to cover up that nail bed. We are just covering the nail bed of this nail, and then we are going to place some very, very tiny pieces through those where we've placed those sequins. We do not want to cover those. So once we have created the deeper colours on this nail, we are going to start placing the iridescent colours on top, which is what gives us this mermaidy kind of fairy kind of effect. And then once you're happy with the placement of your glitters, we are going to pop this into our lamp and we're going to cure it. Then we are going to come in with another layer of build, and on this layer, this is where we're going to place some more sequins through the whole body of this nail, and we are going to add a little bit more of that Amy iridescent glitter to give us this really magical, glassy kind of effect. Now, although we have used quite a lot of layers of glitter in this nail, I think this is what gives it this deep and pretty effect. This nail is still very, very thin at this point. This is purely just design work. So once you are happy with the placement of your last glitters, we're going to come in with a bigger bead of our build, and we are going to start capping this nail. Now when we use gel, we are going to use a very, very light touch. We are going to use circular motions, and we are going to start at the cuticle, and then we are going to start bringing that product down. When you feel like you need a little bit more gel, you can do that, and again it is the same. We are using very, very light touches. We are filling in all of those gaps between that glitter, and we are going to start building the structure of our nail. The reason I turn my hand upside down is so that gravity can do its job and it can pull that gel up into that apex and make sure everything is nice and high at that apex, and we are going to cure that. Now once this comes out, we are going to take some ribbons of gel. We're just going to dip it in our gel and then use the ribbons to fill in that low spot that we had, and we're going to make sure everything is at its highest point at our apex and that everything tapers down into that nice little point that we're aiming for. And then once we have done this, we are going to give this nail a final cure. We're going to wipe off the inhibition layer, and then we are going to get straight into our everyday filing routine. Now to file this nail, I am going to use a 150 grit Femme Fatale nail file. We're going to start as we always do by making sure that free edge is nice and straight. We are going to come up and down our side walls, make sure everything is parallel, everything is flush, and everything is coming out straight from both sides. And I am going to come in with this little cone bit that I got from Chrissy Pierce's nail supply shop, and I am just going to come around all of those cuticles, make sure everything is nice and flush, and this just gives us a really nice finish around the edges of this nail. Then we're going to come back in with our hand file. We're going to follow our everyday routine. We're going to come up and down the side walls. We are going to build the shape over that apex and down the middle of that nail to make sure everything tapers into a point. Then we are going to come up and around the sides, always filing in towards our apex. Then we will file through the barrel of this nail to make sure that everything is nice and thin right at the tip of this nail. We are going to continuously check the shape of this nail from all angles. We're going to rectify any high spots or any low spots, and then once we are happy with the shape of this nail, we are going to come in and buff it. Now I'm just using these buffing files that Kim kindly sent me. They come in lots of different grits and lots of different colours. I'm coming in with a rougher one to start with, and then I am coming in with a very fine one to make this nail super smooth. I mean, it is like silk. And then once we are happy with everything, we are going to dust off our dust, and we are going to give this nail an extra little cleanse just to make sure we have got rid of any little imperfections. And then we are going to come in with our top coat. This is our home run top coat from Femme Fatale, and this is where you see your work really appear. I mean, wow. We're going to top coat the underneath of this nail because it is a little bit glassy and it is a little bit see-through, and then once we're happy with our top coat, we are going to pop this in and cure it. And then there we have it. We are going to let our top coat cool just a little bit, and then we are going to apply our cuticle oil. I am over the moon with this set of nails. I am absolutely in love. The clarity that we get from this gel and the glassy effect is just beautiful. I have rekindled my love of hard gel and my love of nail putty that was always there. I'm so glad that I can use these two products together. So I will see you guys all in the next one, and I hope you've all enjoyed it. Bye!